I've never really made that link between boredom and peace.
Mm.
That's a very interesting point. How would you define boredom?
Oof. Well, again, I think it's unique, isn't it? How much boredom can we tolerate? And what do you think is boring will be very different to what I think is boring. But that feeling of bored, unstimulated, lack of input, that's going to happen when you're in the place of peace and serenity as well. So in terms of energetic coding and frequency, the emotions are very close together if we're getting into the sort of field of quantum physics and energetics, which we could have a whole other conversation and podcast about.
Yeah, sorry everyone, this is going to be the first 6-hour podcast.
I think
Going
we might
into
have a few other things to talk about as well, Emily, but yes, of course.
Yeah, so then going on with that, what I love about the work that you do is you not only tell people kind of the facts and then how to go about it, but there's also the exercises that you talk about as well. And I remember you like drumming on about breath work. I'm like, why is she going on about breath work? Why is it important? Because obviously it is. And even if you're a fairly healthy, fit person, you know, it still means that you need to take that step back and have breath work and stretch and enjoy a bit of quiet as well. And restoration, restoring yourself is so important, even if you want to be go, go, go. And then the breath work element really links into that. So can you kind of give a bit of an introduction into what breath work is, why we should do it, and how we should do it as well?
Yeah, if you're a social media fan and you're in the algorithm of breathwork, you will have seen this quite rapid breathing. You might have seen Wim Hof style breathing. You might have seen this holotropic breathing where you're really going for it. I'm talking about really breath awareness, although I am also a breathwork qualified instructor. But we're talking about just becoming aware of the breath as a way of joining the mind and the body together. The reason breathing or awareness of breath or breath work is important is because it's a subconscious process. So when you become aware of a subconscious process, you're actually altering your state of consciousness. So you're becoming conscious of something that was previously subconscious, therefore you become more conscious. Does that make sense?
It does, yes.
So
Interesting.
the access into the body in sophrology is very much through the breath. We're becoming aware of the breath, coming in, coming out. And just now, just breathing through your nose, Emily. Notice the temperature?
Mm-hmm. It's colder.
It's colder, and then when it comes out, it's
warmer.
Oh. Do you notice that every single time you breathe today?
No.
See, you just altered your consciousness. So when we're in these conversations about, altered states of consciousness, and where we see these, again, if you're in the algorithm, you'll be seeing these weird and wonderful conversations. All we're talking about is that I just became aware of my breath. Great, you've changed your consciousness. You're becoming aware of that you're breathing, and then we can access the body. What's the body doing? Okay, air's coming in, it's coming in cooler, it's going out warmer. Great. Where's it going? Oh, it's going down into my lungs. What's happening? Oh, my lungs are expanding and they're contracting. Amazing. Oh, my heart's beating. Oh, I'm alive. Brilliant. We're unwrapping the sensations of what it's like to be human and be alive. Because if you're dead, none of this would be happening. And then, of course, as we go down the line, and I had a beautiful conversation with somebody today about really facing towards being alive and being positive. We're facing towards the fact that we're alive, we're here, and we're in today. We're not facing towards I'm going to be getting older and dying and it's all going horribly wrong. And I've recently read the Glucose Goddess new book. I don't know if you've happened to dial in, but she uses a word. She says we're as we age, we're cooking from the inside. We are dying from the minute we're born. And the way she says it is so funny, but it's so true. And do you want to face towards life today, or do you want to face towards death? Well, think about your breathing and you'll feel much more alive.